You are live, apparently. And for those of you not playing Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz today in the UK, hiya. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
Together we are
those vegan guys.
Excuse me if I'm a bit kind of today. I suddenly have a cold.
Not so well.
Went out yesterday, had a gorgeous lunch, felt great all day, all night. Woke up this morning, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not feeling great.
Took 2 COVID tests, both negative. But yeah, not feeling great.
But we plough on regardless. Welcome one and all. It's Sunday. We're cooking in the kitchen.
We are. And we're going back to basics. Now, on this channel, what you might not know, on this channel, many moons ago, I think some of our very first recipe vlogs were actually shove things in pastry.
Yeah.
Because when we discovered that Just Roll puff pastry sheets ready-made, and most supermarket own brand are also suitable for vegans, says very clearly on the box, particularly with short crust and puff. Those two puff pastry sheets. So when we discovered that they were suitable for vegans, we were like, oh, there's so much you can do. So I think one of the first things we did was a puff pastry plat. If you've never made one of them, they're so worth making.
Yeah, I think one of the other early things that we did as well was the puff pastry pizza. Not puff pastry.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Is that what you meant?
Puff pastry pizza.
Yeah. It was like a tray pizza.
I actually meant that's what was in my head.
That's what was in my head.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You can be forgiven today.
I know. But we've done loads of plats. We've done a sausage and mash plat, a meatless feast plat,
the breakfast plat, French kiss.
Yes, the
chef's kiss,
the now famous festive plat, of course. The bacon double cheeseburger puff pastry plat.
Oh, yeah. You see, you can only have them now and again. It's not like something you could eat, every week. Like, well, you could, but Before we plough on, a quick shout out and just say hello.
Look how well I look, by the way. This is what happens when I get a cold or something. Look at me. I look really haggard.
You don't look that bad.
I do. My skin's all blotchy and everything.
I want to take a minute to say hi to everybody, but especially, of course, our wonderful mods. Leanne and Ashley are in the house. And shout out to all you lot that have shouted out and said hello to us. Ro, Linda, Dorcas, Flanny, Adam, Vampire Jack.
All kinds of folk.
A silly Edwardian girl. Oh my God, I never catch lives is here. So that's nice.
Well, you've caught one now. Look.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's one where I'm a little ill. But it shall not stop me.
No.
I shall not be stopped.
We'll plough on.
By a tiny virus. Which I'm assuming this is.
Claire, Kirsty, Melanie. If I've missed anyone, I do apologise. But welcome one and all. We've got 56 in the house. If you haven't already, please do consider giving the live stream a thumbs up. It helps us get through the airwaves of that there YouTube. It helps us, get recognised by a few more folk.
So when this video is done and it's kind of, on YouTube and you can comment on it normally rather than in the chat, I'm going to pin in the first comment all the aforementioned pastry recipes because I've gone through our channel today and picked them all out. So I've got them all. The breakfast plat one is actually the Vegan Queens on their channel, but I'll still link it. I'll link them all in the first comment because it will be good to have a look. And pastry's fun to kind of play around with, and the fact that you can buy it ready made and ready rolled, and all you have to do is kind of lay it out, cut it up into whatever. Like today, I'll be just no rolling it because they say you're not supposed to, particularly with puff pastry.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to roll it. It's already kind of layered up. It's dead simple cutting it into 4 equal pieces and making 4 pasties. And we had, as you'll see on Tuesday's meals vlog, we had curry this week and it was lovely. I was just going to do spinach and chickpea again, but I thought, no, I'll try and do something a bit different. So I did like spinach, potato, peas, and some not chicken pieces from Iceland. You know, the no meat cut. Fried them up first and cut them up.
Good stuff. Really good stuff.
Made my own curry, of course. My own curry paste with a tin of coconut milk. And then, normally, when we have curry, I always do enough for 2 dinners, always, just habit now. Usually we have curry, rice and naan on the first night, and then a few nights later we'll have curry and chips, oven chips. But I just said to Jay, it's nice to actually change things up sometimes and make something completely different. You know, so 4 veg, because I mean it is veg, even the chicken alternative is veg. 4 leftover curry pasties, 2 I can freeze, 2 we can have for our dinner tonight with whatever.
Yeah.
It just changes it up and it's a great way to use leftovers. So
especially when you've got certain stuff that lends itself easily to doing that. You know, like with a curry, it lends itself.
But I'll tell you what else you could do it with. It's like, let's say you did a bolognese with soya mince and you had a lot left over.
Yeah.
Be gorgeous with some finely chopped courgette, whacked in a pastry. Beautiful. You can shove anything in a pastry, can't you? Hence, shove things in pastry. That's where the whole thing came from on this channel all them years ago, when that's all it was about, really, shoving things in pastry. Right.
Good times.
I'm going to use some of my Naked Sprout cardboard recycled toilet roll.
Not sponsored, I might add.
Not sponsored,
Not
but we have
sponsored.
signed up to them. Much like our small laundry tablets.
Quite a few people, whilst you're doing that, just quite a few people experiencing the lurgy and not felt great over the last couple of weeks, Paul.
Oh.
And also quite a few people experiencing the old storm blowing across the UK, which is getting gusty, I think, as Adam mentioned before. Leanne is popping out, but we'll be back. Ducking out for a bit, be back soon. Nice one, Leanne, no worries.
Ooh.
Yes.
Right, I should wash my hands because I've just blown my nose.
Tracy and Leroy are in the house. Thank you for being here. Adam says, curry in a pasty sounds great unless it's from Greg's. Ashley, I bet it is scary in the van. Yeah, when
are you in the van?
When it's like this.
Are you in the van now?
Oh, Craig, yes, I saw a few of your lovely pictures on Facebook. Being away to Liverpool for my birthday. Happy belated birthday, Craig. Hope you had a great one. I'm sure you did. Escape room and a visit to Down the Hatch on your recommendation, sirs. Yeah, Down the Hatch is great. Hope you enjoyed the food. And David says hi, thanking us for the supermarket haul videos. They are very helpful to people like myself. Please keep them coming. Nice one.
They shall. We've already got one lined up for tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
There's a Marks and Spencer's one going up tomorrow, and then our meals vlog on Tuesday. And then we've still got Morrison's and Asda to do yet. And possibly the co-op.
Yeah, possibly. Although I wouldn't be devastated if we didn't quite manage to fit the co-op in.
Well, I wouldn't, but only because our one's just not very good, is it?
We were very disappointed at Christmas, weren't we?
Extremely.
Very disappointed with it. Robin's watching us whilst making a vegan chocolate tart.
Oh, nice.
Nice one, Robin. Nice one, Tracy. Well, welcome you, and all the best. A few people raving about the new Walker's crisps.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? We've tried all 3 flavours now.
We've tried all 3 flavours. 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 Now,
They're lovely. I hate that they're limited edition. It's like, why, Walkers? Why would you do that? Don't get into this bloody Veganuary thing where you only bring things out for Veganuary. Don't help anybody. It really doesn't. And I hope that's not what it is. We always brought them out because it's Veganuary. Because Veganuary is a great movement. It's a great movement for getting people to start thinking and yeah, dedicate themselves to a month. But the hope is that at the end of that month, of course, they realise I can do this, and why wouldn't I? If I can, why wouldn't I?
Well, it's double pronged, isn't it? I don't understand it either. From a business standpoint, I don't really understand it because they've got to manufacture them and produce them, like we've said before. And yes, they're going to market to new vegans in Veganuary, but also, of course, there's a whole bunch of people that are well-established vegans in January that are just taking advantage of new things coming out.
Absolutely.
So it would make sense to test the market in January with a view to continuing the product if it proves to be popular. We'll see anyway. We'll see.
Sorry. Right. So here is my leftover curry. As I said, it's it's been in the fridge since a few days ago. So because it's coconut milk, it's gone a bit hard. But it's star pieces, fried first, then separated. Then I put some onion.
Standard.
Then I put my curry paste in. Curry paste recipes on the channel. Leanne got me making my own curry paste, actually.
Yeah.
I used to always try and find them, and now I'm like, why did I not make them before? She was just like, Paul, it's easy. She was right. New potatoes, spinach, a full bag of spinach.
Which basically ends up being about that, doesn't it? It's like a centimetre squared.
It's nothing, it's ridiculous.
Quick shout out to Nicola. Nicola says, hello boys from deepest, darkest, windy Devon.
Oh no.
I bet you're getting it down there in Devon, on coast.
I think there's a live cam on YouTube actually for Devon.
There probably is, to be fair.
As in because of this storm.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just gonna try to cut this. Do you want to turn the camera down a little bit?
Yeah, I'll bring it down a little bit so you can see what Paul is doing with his chopping.
I'm literally going to try and cut 4 even. And there won't be. But, you know. And then I'm going to move one of them over here. And this is going to be my workspace.
Michael's in the house. Thanks for being here, Michael. Michael says, so many good plant-based sausages around. Tried Tesco's Cumberland ones, and they are banging bangers.
Nice one.
There is. I agree with you, Michael. There's such a good selection around at the moment. Long may it continue.
So, yeah, dead simple. I'm just going to portion this out and try and do 4 kind of equal.
Yeah.
And they should be lovely. Oh.
I suppose the trick is, by the way, if you need me to do anything,
not to let your nose run.
If you need me to do anything, of course, I will be honest with you. Hi, by the way. Hi. Just bring you back up here for a second. I would be inclined to overfill them. I know that I'm just going to do that because my eyes are bigger than my belly. But then I do, of course, know from past experience that if you're overfilling them, it's going to be difficult to pinch and seal them. And then it's also running the risk that you're going to end up with stuff leaking out. So, Paul,
are you being technical?
I'm just saying from experience, I do remember certain things. I don't apply my memory to actually putting skills into cooking, but I do remember that try and avoid overfilling. And of course, we'll get to sealing them shortly, won't we?
Yeah. Right.
I'll just shift it aside a little bit for you. Bring you back down so you can see what's going on.
That looks like a nice-ish amount. Gonna go classic old fork technique. So finger first. Just give it a little
squeezy,
little pressy.
Ear fronts in the house from Canada. Still snow, but warm inside with you guys. Ah, nice.
Okay, that was a bit of a mess, but I don't really care.
Oh, nice one, Dorcas. Getting an excellent inspiration this afternoon. Still got 2 packs of pastry in the freezer since before Christmas. Nice. This is the thing, going back to what Paul was saying before, you know, with the ready roll stuff, because it's tasty as well. I mean, if you was using it and you was like, oh, this is rubbish, this pastry, it's nothing, nowhere near, but it's decent stuff. So you kind of, it's nice to be able to use it, and it just be quick and simple.
You can use that. It is actually greaseproof paper, but I've got some already in my tray, so which is hence why I'm moving over. I did have that here. Let me just wipe off those excess bits.
Ah, that's nice to hear. Well, to read, Ro. Ro says, I'm in wintry Colorado. Going to make my way to the UK soon to try some of the vegan foods and see some of the countryside. That sounds wonderful, Ro. Wonderful. And hope that you have a fabulous time over here. I've actually read a few comments from folk outside the UK over the last couple of weeks. Not just saying, of course, how lucky we are in the UK, but also wanting to come over here for a holiday for exactly that reason. Ro, to see the countryside and to experience all of the delightful vegan food. Flanny says, Ro, don't come next week. Weather's not going to be that good. No, it's not. It's not. Although, I think it's fair to say, in our neck of the woods, we haven't had a particularly bad winter.
No, we haven't.
Really. It's not been terrible. So true, Vampire Jack. It has become extremely easy to be vegan over the last couple of years in the UK. Easier and easier year on year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh.
Hi, Kat. Thanks for being here. We're doing good. We're doing good. Paul's a bit under the weather today, but I did ask him before we went, about an hour before we were planning on going live. I did say, are you sure you're up for it today? You're going to be okay? And Paul was like, yeah, I will forge on ahead. And, you know, we'll manage.
I'm all right. It's just a sniffle. It's annoying more than anything.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for being here, Kat, and thanks for asking.
Right. 2 more to go. So yeah, we'll have these for dinner tonight with, I don't know what with, actually.
Well, we'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or should I say you'll figure it out?
I will.
Ashley, they're going to be awesome because the curry was awesome. So I know.
Yeah, the curry was a nice hot one as well, wasn't it?
Now, see, that's the amount I would have put in if I was filling them.
I can lick my fingers because it's only us eating.
Yeah, and I'm inevitably going to get this off you at some point.
Hey,
Anyway, so.
I don't normally pass on to you. It's almost always the other way around. My COVID friend.
Nothing can be done about it.
That was a bit messy.
Yeah, it's just a bit overfilled, isn't it? Ever so slightly.
We'll have red ones tonight.
Yeah. Ah, nice one, Ro. Yeah, that's a good time to visit, I think. But then any season, you know, like I imagine a lot of countries, you know, there's beauty in every season, isn't there? And even in the autumn and the winter months, there can be beauty. The beauty can be found, that's for sure.
Yeah, this one's gonna leak like hell while it's cooking. I can tell. It's very messy.
Yeah.
But they're not being entered into a beauty competition.
They are not. This is very true.
It's about making leftovers into something a bit different.
Just touching on how things have evolved in the UK for vegans over the last couple of years, and the fact that a lot of pubs have got something vegan on the menu now. Flanny reminding us all that it wasn't that long ago when it was inevitably chips and salad, and that was it.
Oh yeah, or mushroom stroganoff for vegetarians because they made it with cream. Why? No, did you wait? Why did you wait?
Live, is it live from the 718? Live from the 718. What is this filling, please? I'm assuming you've just joined us at the start of the live stream today. This is basically a leftover curry that Paul made last week,
which we would normally have with chips. But we thought, no, let's do something different and get back to promoting shoving things in pastry, because anyone can do it.
Oh, yeah.
We can all shove things in pastry. Sometimes we have leftovers and we don't particularly want them the way we would normally have them. Hence the vlog.
Yes. Craig says that they're going to Lily's for Linda's birthday next week. Can't wait. Belt unbuckled, ready.
It's bloody gorgeous.
So good. So good. Yeah, hope you thoroughly enjoy it. We've eaten there many, many times over the years, and it's a fabulous place. The staff are great, really friendly, and the food is outstanding. It just is.
There we go. Bit messy, some of them.
I'm loving the fact that there's potato in there though as well. Like you said, when you first thought about doing this, and you were like, got the potato in there as well, just like an added textural element. Oh, nice one, Ro. It's good to find out a little bit more, and obviously, yeah, you're kind of echoing what a lot of our US subscribers have said.
180 in a preheated oven. I've done 3 little slices in the top of each to let the steam vent.
Nice one, mister.
Oh. Pop that back in the fridge. I'm not even wasting that little bit. I stirred it on the side as an extra extra bit of filling.
Yeah.
Just get rid of all this.
Okay, mister.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rose says, been vegan for about 5 years now. It's a bit expensive to be vegan in the US, but it makes it still possible. Definitely want to come try the Linda McCartney sausages and all the Aldi options you guys have. I so hope you get the chance to. I really do. And yeah, the US, it's, you know, without getting too political on a Sunday, the agricultural industry in America is very, very powerful. The meat and dairy lobby, all that stuff, the amount of money. Yeah, it's a beast of a machine. We have it over here in England, but it's not as powerful and as big as over in the States, and that's what we're up against. That's what we're fighting.
Wow.
Just you know, with Rose saying about how difficult it is to be vegan over in America, you know, and a lot of it is down to the fact that the the dairy and meat industry in America is just so powerful. It's got a lot to do with it. I think that it's slower in America than it is over here.
Yeah.
The whole process is taking longer because the meat and dairy is so ingrained. I was going to say woven, but yeah, ingrained into the fabric of American society. Yeah.
It's Western
society.
Yeah.
So how long do you reckon they'll be? Like 20 minutes?
25 minutes, yeah. Well, yeah, I've got them on 180. But it's a fan oven, so...
Yeah, so just catching up with the chat, making sure we've not missed anything. Adam, I've witnessed Paul do that on several occasions.
Well,
sticking toilet roll up your nostrils when they're constantly dripping. Doesn't look great, but it solves the problem.
It really does.
Oh, nice one, Simon. I hope that goes well. Simon started using the Mindful Chef company for vegan meals. Lots of choices with tofu, and they seem to have lots of salads. We'll see how it goes. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. Oh, they don't last. Besides, I'll kick its ass tonight having the curry pasty. Or part of its ass. I do think curry's one of the best things you can eat when you've got a bit of a cold.
I think that's actually, I think a lot of people are kind of hit and miss on risotto, Adam. I don't think it's kind of, you know, necessarily the most popular dish that people would go for if they were like eating out, if they saw it on the menu. I don't think people would necessarily go for the risotto.
Oh, Amy says, my daughter Destiny is 5 and wants to say hi from Ireland.
Oh,
hi. Hi, Destiny.
That's lovely. Thank you for being here, Amy.
Yeah, he's crying without me.
And of course, Destiny. Sea Soul Studio says, hey guys, just joined. Well, in that case, Sea Soul Studio, we have, or should I say Paul?
I didn't realise how much chat's there.
Oh, yeah. It's not. Oh, there is quite a bit, isn't there? Yeah. I will scroll down a bit, catch up. I don't think we've missed too much.
No, I was just thinking, you were about to say, here's what you've missed, and you might not have missed it because there's a lot of chat there.
Yeah. True. Yes, we've had quite a lot of people join us over the last sort of 15-20 minutes.
Hello.
It's gone from like 60 odd to 110.
Hello. I have a virus. A girl died virus. Very rude. Just left the window open last night and influenza.
Best not to say anything about that, really. Oh, of course, yes. I think we commented on that the other week that Guinness is vegan, which is nice.
It is indeed. Raw, if you like my jumpers, check out ASOS when they have a sale. Go down to the About Me section for a jumper you like. Check the makeup of it. If it's 100% cotton or 100% acrylic, get it. I think this was 12 quid. I think it were down from like 25 or 30. It's one of my favourites. I absolutely love the colours in it.
You get a lot of comments on that jumper. Oh,
it's a gorgeous jumper.
A few of your jumpers.
And it feels like chenille. 100% acrylic. Marvellous what they can do with man-made fibres these days. And if you look after them, they'll last you bloody ages.
Yeah. Great advice from Ashley there for David and any newbies on the vegan journey. I will highlight that for a second. But Barnivore is great for checking your beers and your alcohols in terms of what's vegan and what isn't. Barnivore. Adam says, Juicy Marble date night was a success. Just wish they were slightly bigger, but so delicious.
Aren't they?
Yes, they really are, aren't they? And I kind of said the same thing. I do wish they were just a little bit bigger.
Thank you for confirming, Bev. Yes, indeed, all Guinness is now vegan. And I'm sure they made that announcement about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I could be wrong, it might not have been that long. But they said, moving forward, all of our Guinness is vegan, which is marvellous. Much like the Body Shop recently proclaiming that they are now Vegan Society certified. Everything. Love that.
That's great.
Love it.
It's absolutely
long time coming.
Yeah,
but we got there in the end.
Yeah. Dorcas. Being eyeing up juicy marbles, one day you will be mine. Wow.
The Yorkshire Plotter saying brew your own beer. I mean, you're right. Then you know what's in it. But people throw things out like that all the time, and that's assuming people can.
Yeah.
And want to invest in what they need to do that. So,
which
you
is
know,
quite
some
a lot.
people just want to go and buy some.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's vegan.
Yeah. Indeed. No judgment here. We were saying that, we've said it many times over the years as well with regards to like what Paul was saying earlier on at the start of the live stream today about being inspired by Leanne to make his own curry sauces. But there's plenty of times in the past where we've gone and bought store-bought curry sauces off the shelf because it's just convenient sometimes, isn't it?
It's convenient for me to make my own, but I would never assume or presume that everyone else should or wants to.
Yeah.
If they do, there's a recipe blog there. If not, I'll point at ones in the supermarket you can buy. Right, easy.
Yeah.
In fact, we did that in the. There's quite a few in the Sainsbury's, weren't there? There's all them pastes.
Yeah.
Where you just add either tomato passata or like we do a tin of coconut milk.
Yeah. Limbit has just missed all the excellent stuff that was going on. Just got on and saw Shove Things in Pastry, all excited, and I've missed it. I'll watch it back. Please do, Limbit. Please do.
It's leftover curry, love.
Yeah.
It's leftover curry, which we would normally have with chips and bread and butter. And I just thought, no, let's make 4 pasties. Jason can take one to work one day. We can have one each for dinner. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's, yeah.
Because that's one thing as well that we don't mention often, but sometimes it's like last week when I made that black bean soup, Jay took a portion to work a couple of days later, didn't you?
Yeah. I really like doing, don't get me wrong, I love doing the lunchtime taste tests at work. It's great. Sometimes it's difficult, I'm not going to lie, just because of, it's a working day, there's stuff going on. But also what I really like to do is take stuff from home to work. That's a really nice thing to do, leftovers or whatever. It just genuinely brightens my day up. And I would assume it's probably the same for many. When you've just got something home cooked, you can just sit down for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, switch off from it all and just enjoy your home cooked grub.
Linda Jo, I know I've already said in a comment, but thank you so much for your Beck Hall voucher and for your bits in your parcel. It was lovely to receive. You. So Linda Jo, thank you. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And we shall have a meal on you at Beck Hall next time we go.
Yeah, because we said for definite that we would be going back in 2024.
Oh, no two ways about it.
Without a doubt.
We're not daft. Lots of places are adding more and more vegan products. What do you think about companies that make vegan products, but are also meat companies like Richmond? Yeah, that's a really good question, David. I'm actually, personally, very pleased that they're doing what they're doing, because you don't know internally what that is doing internally. If we can show that those vegan products that they make are actually really popular and people like them, will that save animals in the end? Maybe it will. Maybe it will. And people that are reluctant to try veganism but maybe willing to give it a bash, they're much more liable to try something from a company that they already know and trust. Richmond, I know them.
Brand awareness.
Bird's Eye, Green Cuisine, I know Bird's Eye.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? These are established companies. So in one way, it pisses me off because they make enough money from abusing animals, and now they're getting in on the vegan market, which is exactly what Heather Mills was talking about when she was talking about corporate greed. It's like these companies didn't leave the vegan companies to do their vegan thing. They were like, oh, we'll have a piece of that as well. We're already multi-billionaire companies. So it's a double-edged sword. But if it helps more people to go vegan in the end, surely that can only be a good thing.
That's the industry, isn't it? We kind of see the same thing with the pink pound. It's not like it's only businesses.
That's selling to gays, by the way.
LGBT, it's not like there's only LGBT companies and businesses associated with Pride. Literally every single business that can possibly make money off Pride season will do in some way, shape or form. And that is just marketing and consumerism, isn't it? 101. But yeah, great question there, David.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Nice one, Ashley. Yeah, that'd be a nice little segue for the lunchtime taste tests.
You know what this pasty will go right well with for our dinner?
What?
A nice vegetable curry rice.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Chop up some veg and fry it up like I do. Cook the rice separately, pop it in, some curry spices and a bit of heat. Not as much as that.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of peas. Oh, I love a pea.
Slice of bread.
Well, yeah.
Pastry butter.
Oh, I love a pea.
Siddy says, hope you're feeling better soon, Paul. You seem to be sniffling. Yeah, Paul's a bit under the weather.
I'm full of something that just arrived at some point last night and has been here since this morning. I kind of woke up at the side of the bed and looked at the side of the bed and it was there. And it was like, hey. And I was like, oh no, how did you get in? And it was like, don't matter, I'm here. Here we are.
Yeah.
Full of him. I'm all right, don't have to say poor Paul, it's just a cold.
Yes. Here front, you make an interesting point in terms of processed foods across the board and being worried about the increase in ingredients, I'll put in inverted commas. But you know what? We were talking about this the other night. We were saying, obviously, there's so much choice now available to us. It's about balance. We have to be adults and be responsible for making our own decisions in terms of what we put in our bodies.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, if none of this stuff was available on the market and I had to eat rice 5 times a week and have significantly less variety, I'd still be vegan anyway. Paul would still be vegan. And I think many others would as well. We'd go back to like it was for the vegans in the 60s and the 70s. It'd be like that, wouldn't it? But probably a lot healthier, to be fair, and probably cheaper.
I got these ones. There's my one of my tests from this morning. As you can see, no COVID. I've been lucky enough to get them through work, Ray, because I'm a support worker. However, even with something like this, if I feel like this for the rest of the night, I will not be going in work tomorrow because I would not want to risk passing this on to the people that I support. But if I were positive, then I'd be like, get in touch with mum and dad, Braun.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Anyone that I've been very close to over the last couple of days. You see, this eye cries all on its own. It's not sad or anything. It just likes to have a cry.
Adam's trying to be funny, saying it's hanging out at bus stops, Paul. You've caught the lurgy.
It's been out. Actually, do you know what they say one of the main causes of the cold is? Sudden change of temperature. And that happens a lot in my job. Yeah. I'm outside in the freezing cold, and then I walk into a shop with blast heaters.
Yeah.
and that happens a lot. I'm in and out, on buzzes, off buzzes. So sudden change of temperature is a core part of my day.
It's not great, is it, really?
Not really.
It's not. At least, you know, like when you go abroad and you see like holiday reps and that, and you see people stood outside restaurants and stuff getting their rep tan, inviting people to come in. At least most of the time, it's lovely, consistent weather. They're not having to put up with kind of hot and cold. You know, they're going inside. It's pretty much the same temperature as it is outside, but not in England.
Jack, we had that exact conversation in here the other night. I were in the kitchen and I said, do you know what? I love having all this choice. I do. I love a pie and a bake.
I've just said.
I know.
All right, you just elaborate.
I'm elaborating on what I said in the kitchen. I said, I think my only stipulation would be if I could have all of the veg, rice and pasta, and tofu, be right.
Yeah.
Okay, I can make so many wonderful meals out of just them things. However, there are pies I can
have. Rose says, what do you do? I don't know if I ever caught what it was your job was. I'm a hairstylist in an all-queer salon in Colorado. That's awesome, Ro. Paul's a support worker for a charity, and I work for a mental health charity as well.
Yeah, I work with a whole range of wonderfully diverse people, from people with mild to extreme learning difficulties, extreme autism, manic depression, major mental health issues, some to very rarely minor mental health issues. And complex learning difficulties.
Barbara, thank you for reminding folk about the thumbs up on the live. That is greatly appreciated. We've got 120 in the house. Thank you all for being here on for us. And I'm assuming for a lot of yous is a rather grey, wet, windy and dull day. So thanks for joining us and being here. But the thumbs up really do help people find us.
CD Segal. Yeah, I love a noodle soup when I'm feeling under the weather. However, because we've made these, anything spicy really, but when we do our noodle soup, it's proper spicy.
Yes.
Because we use a full Scotch bonnet in a soup for 2 people.
Plus, I think it's also nice to keep our tolerance level for spice quite high. Because it's not like we're dousing everything in hot sauce. We love our hot sauces, as many of you know, but it's not like we're dousing stuff in hot sauce every single day.
No, not all the time.
So when we
do like a hot sauce.
When you do like a curry or the noodles, it's nice to make them decently spicy.
Melanie's a support worker as well.
Ah, nice. Well done, you. Well done to all the support workers out there. Amazing. And all the carers and all the young carers, all the people out there that are just making a difference every single day.
Oh, Barbara,
on that front.
It's 0 degrees in Wisconsin with a foot of snow on the ground.
See, now, Barbara, that's respectable. When I talk about this a lot, and it's
Jason wants to wake up. Listen, as his husband,
listen, Linda.
He's always saying, it's not significant. This isn't snow. I want to wake up and have snow up the door.
Halfway up the door, or I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? That's snow.
But then we'd struggle to do anything, go anywhere. It'd be horrible. People who are in those situations are devastated.
I know, and you're right. You are right. He's absolutely right. You know,
I go in a blue.
If you think about the animals out in the horrible weather, and I totally get that. And if you think about isolated people and old folk, you know, it's terrible. But as the kid inside me that still remembers 6-foot snowdrifts back in the day, we just don't get a lot of really good snow in this country, and this has been another winter of disappointment when it comes to that. But I do appreciate what Paul's saying, of course. The reality is, particularly in England, if we got 4 foot of snow in one go, or like overnight, the entire country would grind to a halt. We are not set up like Canada and other parts of the world where they just kind of get on with it. Bro, yeah. I mean, it's the temperature. It's terrifying. We've got a few subscribers from other parts of the world where they pop on now and again, and they're like, "Yeah, it's like -20 here. It's -10 here." And I think the lowest last winter. I think the lowest we went. Correct me if I'm wrong, UK folk. I think the lowest in the Greater Manchester area last winter. I think it hit -9. Which is the coldest that I remember it being in a very, very long time. The other night was -3 here, and then all day it was kind of just teetering just below 0. So the sun was shining, but it was absolutely frozen.
The sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah.
See, Barbara, that's
Make you wanna move your dancing feet. Sorry.
proper snow. Buffalo, New York, Finley Quay.
Thank you.
Buffalo, New York got 2 feet of snow, 7 inches in a few hours. Oof. Yeah.
Oh, there's many a time I've had 7 inches in a few hours, Barbara. That's a story for another vlog.
Sunday cooking in the kitchen.
The drag queen in me just has a voice. She has a voice, and she will always say things when there is a chance for an innuendous joke.
I know.
Just very quickly, we've watched 3 rather brilliant things over the last few days, over the last week. The first one is Tomorrowland, A World Beyond.
Yes.
I think it's called Tomorrowland, A World Beyond on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, I think, yeah.
I never knew. You know, my wolf story that I love so much, The Good Wolf and the Bad Wolf, the one you feed. I've talked about it in loads of vlogs. It's in that film, so it had me out straight away because I was like, yeah. And it's just full of really important messages. It's actually brilliant. Sing 2.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Loved it.
Amazing. And then, what did we watch last night?
Last night we watched The Creator.
Yes.
Also on Disney.
Also on Disney.
And that's just come out on Disney. Like, I think Wednesday it was released, if I'm not mistaken. Wednesday or Thursday. But it's just come out on Disney. It's exceptional. And some interesting messages in there as well about, where we could potentially go in the not too distant future.
Kirsty says Tomorrowland is a brilliant film, very underrated. Completely agree. It totally is.
Well, it wasn't a financial success, unfortunately, but that doesn't detract from how great the film is. Having read up a little bit on it, it had an absolutely astronomical budget. I think it was something like 190 million it cost to make. So financially, it wasn't a success at all. But it is an absolutely great film.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It really is.
So good. The messaging throughout it is, and it relates so much to veganism.
Is it Hugh Laurie that does that monologue?
So did the movie last night, The Creator.
Yeah.
Related so much to veganism.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not directly.
No, it's subtle.
But you can see it and you're like, oh, okay.
Read between the lines, and you got to read between the lines sometimes.
A little bit longer. One more blow, I reckon.
Alex, exactly. When we're talking about snow, it brings back good times for a lot of people, doesn't it? Nostalgia, good memories of being out in the snow as a kid, family time, sledging, snowball fights, all that stuff. And just having a good time. But it's just not a lot of it in the UK over the last few years. Certainly in our neck of the woods. Can't speak for obviously the rest of England. But I do distinctly remember as a kid there being some. Obviously I was a lot smaller, so do kind of factor that in. But I do remember there being us getting proper snow back in the day. But going back to what Paul was saying before. All 3 of those films, highly recommend. Absolutely brilliant viewing. And all different, Yeah,
very different.
Adam says, last time I remember proper, 2 foot of snow was about 1987. Probably right, Adam. How are they looking, Paul?
I think they're done.
Oh, nice.
Golden brown and beautiful. So I shall, do you know what? I'll be sensible.
Ah, yes, clever. I'll shift my head out at way so you can have a look.
Right, tilt it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So there they are. Golden brown.
Oh,
Yes. That way, so you get a better view. They're a bit leaky, but that totally doesn't matter. Leftover curry, pasties. Hey!
Nom skis. They look fantastic. Of course, they need to cool before we can go anywhere near them. I've said it before and I will say it again.
Well,
2020.
we shall not be tasting them on this vlog.
No, 2024 is the year when I learn to not burn my mouth. Finally, this is the year. Melanie, back in the day when we had them there seasons. Yes, exactly, Melanie. Very true. And Flanny says no serious explosions. Well done. Oh dear.
Run now! Run now!
It's not a good look, is it?
I don't care.
This should be the thumbnail for today's live stream. Yeah. Dear me.
Oh.
You got to do what you got to do, haven't you? Yeah.
I'm sick of getting up and walking away. So I'll do this for now, and then we'll bring this one to a close reasonably soon.
Yeah, definitely.
I've done my best. I just want to get the scrags on now and chill out for the night. I'm not even going seeing Joan, and she's only 6 doors down. Oh God, I won't risk giving her this.
Yeah.
Either.
Well, she wasn't that well, was she, last week? But only for like 2 days.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Really weird. Very random. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. So yeah, it's been nice. We're going to obviously enjoy these pasties later on for our evening meal this evening. Catch that on the meals vlog on Tuesday.
Yes, you will. It's another interesting meals vlog, actually. We've done quite a bit of taste testing of new things we've bought recently, which we do often in our meals vlogs, because I'm not going to make a vlog just to taste test something, but we often taste test in the meals vlogs, don't we?
Yeah,
just like try a new product.
We will occasionally dedicate a vlog to just a dedicated taste test of something
we've
new.
Got a few things to taste usually.
Yeah.
Or if it's like an item that a lot of people will be interested in, but otherwise we'd be doing that all the time.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
all we do.
But yeah, as we said earlier, but I'm aware that some people haven't been here since the start of the live stream. So as we mentioned, then our meals vlog will be uploaded on the channel on Tuesday as normal around 6 o'clock. But also we've got an M&S vlog going up on the channel tomorrow, and that'll kind of take you through all of the stuff that is available at our local M&S.
Just sew your nostrils up. You don't have to worry about the tissue paper falling out of them. It won't anyway. It's wedged in there, good and proper.
It's proper wedged in.
What is? I guarantee, as soon as we come off here and settle down, it'll stop.
Probably. Yeah.
Ridiculous. So yes, tonight we're having leftover curry pasty and curried vegetable rice for our dinner, and it's going to be quite delightful, I should imagine.
Yeah, it'll be tasty. It'll be absolutely tasty. Victoria is in the house.
The Relic on Amazon Prime.
I think we've seen The Relic. That rings a bell.
Is that an hour?
An hour? Is it an hour? I'm pretty sure we've seen The Relic, if memory serves. Good film. Did you read that?
Yeah, I did. Raw. Thank you for the reminder about that.
Nice.
My self-saving mantra. Use your legs.
Yeah, Ashley, we're going to do that. We're going to get off. We're going to have a nice brew or a chai, cup of coffee or a chai. We'll have a chai.
Yeah, chai would be lovely for this, actually. Just those spices. Yeah.
And then we are going to chill for an hour or two, I think.
So I hope that we've inspired you to use pastry a little bit more. As I said, as soon as this finishes now and it's on YouTube, I've got, I think there's about 7. One of them, the full breakfast puff pastry plat, which is outstanding. It's done by the Vegan Queens, and it's a fun video. It really is. It's on their channel.
It's brilliant. There's even B-roll camera. There's 2 cameras on that one. We're like, the Vegan Queens were like trying to out-professional us. They did a fine job of it too, didn't they?
Well, it was good because it was a camera on the action.
Yeah.
Not a side one on your face, which is pointless.
Especially if you're not even going to look at it.
I know.
Yeah. Excellent stuff.
So yeah, we'll give everyone a chance to say goodbye. Say a massive thank you to Leanne and Ashley for being here and modding. But a big thank you to all of you. Oh, Victoria, it's horrible. It's very moving indeed. The female director made it to reflect an experience she had with her own mother. Terrifying and moving in equal measure. What's it on, Victoria? The Relic. It's on Netflix. I'll look for it anyway. If I search on me Amazon Prime, it'll tell me wherever it is.
Yes. Lots of lovely well wishes from all you lovely people.
Oh, thank you for it. Yeah. I feel a bit better just for being on here for an hour and checking it. That's why I do it. Jay was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it'd be fine." But I know I'm right glad I have now because it's it's otherwise I'd have been all mopey and like.
He says with toilet roll stuck up his nose on a live stream on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologise. You know, it's about making sure that there's not snot all over the table. That's the most important thing. But yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. Thank you, Victoria. Appreciated. Thanks for sticking with us on this one today. Thanks for popping in.
I forgot Bev was also a moderator.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
Bev's a
Bev.
moderator. She is. Yeah. Bev's another one that's been caught with lurgy as well recently, and it's been a bit under the weather. But,
right, guys, I promise I will feel better soon. We're going to have a nice cup of chai now and a chill out once we've got everything de-rigged and put away. That won't take us too long. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that we've helped plant a little seed in your head about how to use leftovers effectively. Do you know what else we've made before today? We've made leftover pasties. We've only done it once or twice, but they've been gorgeous.
Decent.
Because the edge bits that are near where the crimped is pastry, they go a bit crispy. Oh, lovely, lovely.
Classic TVG false ending there. Now we are going to wrap up.
Sorry.
Bless you all. Thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll catch you soon, of course.
We will. I love you, Mr.
Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here because you've made me feel a bit better. And I appreciate that. We'll see you again very soon. And until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Check out the links when this goes up because they're all down there. Just come and bow.
Whatever that was. Bye.
Bye, loves. Bye, loves.